think she will, but never mind, I'm just going to try it anyway. Oh, they're nice. You definitely can't taste that they're almond, no, but you can taste the pesto and you can taste the tomato as well. They're really nice. They're yummy. So, hi everyone and welcome back to Googie's Kitchen, and if you are new here then hello and welcome. My name's Alexis, and in today's video I want to share with you how to make my delicious pizza pesto scones. As I just mentioned, today I want to share with you how to make my delicious pizza pesto scones. So this recipe is really easy to prepare and cook, and it's really delicious as well. Although my husband and son weren't too keen on them, but my mum absolutely loved them. So I'm making another batch today for my mum because she really enjoyed them, and the one thing she said to me when I made them was there weren't enough of them. So I think that's a sign that she'd like me to make some more. So here in this bowl I have about 200 grams of ground almond flour. Now it does need to be ground almond flour. I buy the ground almond flour in big bags from a wholesalers that we go to, but I think you can get it in some supermarkets as well, or you can get it online as well. Whole Foods online actually sells it, so it is available. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of baking powder to that, and I'm just going to mix those ingredients together like so. And then I'm going to add in my cheese. So I have about 100 grams of cheddar here. You can use Parmesan, any strong cheese will do. Strong cheese is probably the best because it sort of makes the almond flavour not disappear, but it makes it a little bit more cheesy. Some people don't like almonds, but I think when you add cheese to it, it makes it a little bit more palatable maybe. So I'm going to add about 100 grams of strong cheddar to my bowl as well, and then I'm just going to mix everything round like so. And then to that I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of tomato puree. So this is where the pizza part starts to come in. So 1, 2, and then I'm going to add a couple of tablespoons of pesto. So this is my homemade pesto. I made this the other night, so it's a couple of days old. It will keep in the fridge for about 5 days. So it's good for up to 5 days, and if you've got a little bit left, it's great to add to these scones as well. So I'm just going to add about 2 tablespoons of pesto to that. I'm just going to try and mix those ingredients in to try and get them evenly through the flour. So you want to try to, as best as you can, to make sure that all the ingredients are well mixed together, because you want a tomato in sort of every scone and you want a bit of the pesto in every scone as well. So every mouthful you sort of get a taste of the pizza. So I'm just going to mix these ingredients together like so. And then to that I'm going to add 2 eggs. So 200 grams of almond flour should cover 2 large eggs quite well. If you have smaller eggs then maybe 3 I'd say, but 2 is normally quite good. So I'm just going to mix those together now until everything forms a dough ball. Actually, before I do that, I always forget this. I'm going to add a little bit of salt, so a pinch of salt and a little bit of pepper as well. Salt and pepper to your taste. So if you like salt and pepper then please add it. If you don't then don't worry too much. It's not the end of the world, I'm sure. And I'm just going to mix these ingredients together again like so. And then I'm going to go and dampen my hands. That's formed a lovely dough ball there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to dampen my hands and I'm going to make these into scones. I have dampened my hands, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove all of this dough from the spoon like so, and then I'm just going to make sure this is into a nice dough ball. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to split this, I think, into 6. Now you can make these as big or as small as you want to. I think my mum preferred them slightly smaller, so I'm going to just make them slightly smaller. So I'm just going to roll them up like so, and then all I'm going to do is place them on the board like that. So I'm just going to take a piece of the mixture, roll it in between my hands, hoping it doesn't stick, and then just place them on the board like that. You may need to, I don't know if you will, dampen your hands a couple of times during this process, because the mixture still does tend to get sticky after a while. So I think I'm going to go and dampen my hands again, and then I will continue until I've used up all of this mixture. In a moment I'm going to preheat my oven, but before I do I'm going to pop these scones into the fridge for a good half an hour while the oven preheats. And the reason I like to put them in the fridge is simply because they don't really have any gluten in them. I haven't used any flour with gluten in it. I've used almond flour, which doesn't have any gluten in it, so they don't tend to stick together as well as like a piece of bread would. So by putting them in the fridge it helps them to glue together a lot easier, and it also makes the outside nice and crispy and crunchy and the inside lovely and smooth. So as I said, I'm off to put these into the fridge for about half an hour. I've popped the scones in the fridge, so I'm going to preheat the oven to 200 degrees. The oven has preheated and the scones have been in the fridge for a good half an hour. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pop these into the oven for about 20 to 25 minutes, or until they go a lovely golden brown colour. The pizza pesto scones have been in the oven for a good 20 minutes, I think, maybe 22 minutes, and they have turned a lovely golden brown colour. So I'm going to take these out and leave them to cool. The pizza pesto scones have been cooling on the rack for a good half an hour, and I'm just going to try a little bit of one before I give them to my mother. I'm sure she won't mind. I think she will, but never mind. I'm just going to try it anyway. Oh, they're nice. You definitely can't taste that they're almond, no, but you can taste the pesto and you can taste the tomato as well. They're really nice. They're yummy. So, my mum has a lovely gift this afternoon, I think. That's how you make my super tasty pizza pesto scones, and that recipe I will link in the description box below for you. As I mentioned earlier, I'm going to be giving this batch to my mum this afternoon, and I'm sure she's going to love them. They smell and tasted so good, I bet she can't wait. So for now, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to give me a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and please feel free to leave any comments below. And please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. See you all soon. Bye.